what's good, clapback and smoking joke universe. Oh my gosh, you know it's Friday because I cannot seem to be speaking right at all. I'm over here getting stared at by my interns. You know, I'm holding it down in the studio for the podcast. We ain't got no theme song podcast. We're doing the episode live from the Clapback Queen's house in Brooklyn. What's good, everybody? How's your week been? I'm really, wondering how's your week been. Hey! Our guest is early, so I ain't gonna be alone. I love it. I'm gonna bring him into the studio now because I got nobody else to talk to. What's up, Mr. Laws?
Yo, what's going on?
My favorite comedians. How may I help you, intern? I need interns.
Am I good? Can you hear me?
Yo, can Boom. Coming to you live from the studio office. So, what's going on? Where are you at? I feel like you're in my basement, but not really.
I'm in my basement. This is just a backdrop. This is fake.
Oh, damn. That shit looks mad real, too, except for that crease right there.
Yeah, look at this crease. Look at this.
I was like, maybe the wall's just uneven. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
It looks like the wall's crashing down and shit on me.
Word. What made you go with that as a background?
I just put it up. I should have done a better job of putting it up, basically. I had some frames here, and then the whole thing came down. I had to put it back up. The fucking mess.
Is this not your thing? My connection's unstable. What are you talking about? I have Wi-Fi. Don't you hate when your laptop, your computer tells you that your shit is just not working properly, but it actually is just fine?
Is that Ohane trying to get on?
I just got a new desktop. That's what I'm using today for the podcast, right? I upgraded the Office Life. Nice. But the problem is that I guess it's like just not. It's having trouble staying connected to the Wi-Fi or something. Because I keep getting like these notices and I don't understand them. I don't know. I feel like I'm just old, and this is just. It's time for me to like. I'm at that time where I'm supposed to start veering away from like electronics. I'm not supposed to know what the fuck's going on. I don't know.
I'm in my late 20s, so I don't know.
Oh, my bad. I'm just slowly approaching 100 over here. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Now you're at that spot that I love with the big backyard.
Yes, and I made a brand new batch of mango mint tea this week.
Nice.
That's like ginger. That's delicious.
I love that spot. That's a good spot.
Thank you. We work real hard over here to cultivate a nice little situation. You know what I mean? I'm really surprised at myself too. I'm like super proud of myself for like not, cause like I'm a low key germaphobe. So like having this many people in my house, like just having more than 5 people in my house at a time, like it secretly freaks me out. It also gets me like super excited. Like I love people being around, but I'm also like, don't touch that. Fuck my house. Like don't touch that. Why you gotta touch that? Why you gotta touch that too? You gotta touch everything. Who holds on going down the steps anymore? Like, just
you gotta clean it all up yourself. I don't know which way I'm leaning. Here we go. I'm over here.
See? It's that technology. It's just hard.
This whole year, I tried not to do a lot of these Zoom stuff. I did some. It's just, I record a lot of sketches and jokes and stuff like that. Myself with others, but like doing this thing is just, I never really caught up with it, like I got this.
Yo, what's been like your most favorite and least favorite part about like this whole virtual stuff?
I guess the convenience of it, but even for me being at home, and doing something, it's still like, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta get the kids ready, then we go downstairs. It's still a lot of preparation. But yeah, I mean, I couldn't wait till we get back and do live stuff. And the second that the live stuff started coming back on more frequently, I stopped doing this less and less.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this was just an option during the pandemic, you know.
Yeah.
And I think that for us anyway, you know, I'm not a famous person, so I don't have like a lot of people interested in hearing what I have to say. I'm not, you know, like Joe Rogan. There's people that have millions of followers, like, you know, whatever.
Yeah,
but yeah, you know, we're here. We're part of the community. We know each other. It's a very esoteric little community, but
yeah,
it's cool. I'd rather, you know, be in front of a live audience and working on my craft. But like, we did shoot a sketch the other day, which is kind of funny. We're gonna do another one. But I mean, one of the things I did was I banged out like 300 sketches. I mean, I was recording a lot of sketches.
Damn.
The sketches of my boy Danny Aris with Gabe Dorado early on. So we put out a lot of content. I mean, the stuff that we couldn't do because we didn't have time before, we did it during the pandemic. And then now that it's back on, we put that on the side burner and just concentrate on comedy and acting. Acting also takes a big part of chunk of my time too.
You got any upcoming roles? Because like I've been seeing a lot of people like just pop up in TV and movies. Like, was that as fruitful for you too?
Yeah, I have a role in a pilot that's shooting this month. They already started shooting. My scene shoots sometime this month or early July, and it's called the Redeemables. I think the people that are in charge of the project are trying to get that to Hulu or I think Hulu or Netflix. It's being shot with that kind of quality. Are you okay? Call the cops. Wow.
I think it's fireworks, but it just might be gunshots. We're not sure today.
It sounded like gunshots. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, it's like it was the rapidness of it for me. I thought it was, you know, they've been doing the fireworks thing over here again. I live in Crown Heights, like the border of Crown Heights and Bed-Stuy and like East New York. So like I'm just in the nexus of the most dangerous parts of Brooklyn. Just
yeah, I mean, it's getting a little bougie out there.
Yeah,
definitely. You know,
I'm surprised they waited so late in the day. Like they actually started a little late with these gunshot fireworks.
Yeah, it's happening. Last year was ridiculous. It went on forever.
Yeah. Yo, are you you're in New York, right? Where in New York?
I'm in Brooklyn. I'm in Bay Ridge now. I was in Park Slope for a while. And then we came over to we bought a house in Bay Ridge last year, right before the pandemic started kicking off. And you know, I wanted to say what we did do last year during the pandemic is we shot a film called Remember Marie. It's a short film. It's on Vimeo. You probably never heard of it. A lot of people didn't hear of it, but it's there. It's funny. It's like a little comedy drama thing. And we shot that in the summer, you know, while the shit was happening, and we got it done. And now hopefully this TV show gets picked up. It's a pilot, and that'll be great. You know, more exposure on TV allows for more exposure on stage, so it kind of works hand in hand.
Facts.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm like really interested. I'm really loving this whole Netflix Hulu war that's going on. Like a lot of people are commenting, and to me, like I'm a big, you know, fan of movies and television, but like specifically I watch for the storylines and like the writing, you know. And I mean, I thought the CW would produce anything. Like, nah, Netflix is like, what, you want to shoot a documentary about ants that like to cuddle? We got you. Like everybody.
I've seen
like
a lot of
stories.
My God, I've been getting into a lot of this Scandinavian fucking murder thriller type shows. They're the best. Like the shows from Norway and a lot of the shows that are coming out of Denmark. Really good stuff.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Canada also has good. I mean, we got to start coming up with some good shit here, but
Canada's been popping for a minute too. On
Canada,
a
yeah.
lot of shows, I didn't realize, especially like on the sci-fi tip,
I
they
just
kind of
watched
control sci-fi.
Kim's Convenience. I thought it was very funny, cute. You know, very very funny show. I watched 5 seasons of that last week. This morning I got up super early to watch Fatherhood with Kevin Hart on Netflix.
Yeah.
And it was good. I liked it. Yeah, for sure.
I almost put it on when I came in today, and I was like, Joy, you ain't got time for that shit. You got to do this show. So,
Yeah.
it's in my queue. It's the next movie that I'm going to watch. Like,
nice. It's a good watch. It's a nice, you know, kind of emotional.
I like Kevin Hart. I think he's one of those rare actors, one of those, like, rare comedians that, like, when they crossed over into the drama, he didn't become, like, a caricature. Or like just like so like melodramatic, you know. I feel like he's like one of the few actors that like comedian actors that has like a good balance of both. He doesn't like overdo it in drama or like get into the slapstick even when it's like low key comedy.
I mean, acting is acting. If you're good, you're good. I mean, there's Kevin Hart. I've seen a lot of comedians have done. Robin Williams and Jim Carrey. I've seen Cedric the Entertainer bring me to tears, you know, in certain movies.
Yeah.
I mean, it just depends on what the role is and how, you know, what kind of research and work you put into it.
Speaking of Cedric the Entertainer, and I watch a lot of TV. It's no shade to him. I can't stand that new show he has.
Which is it? I don't know. What new show is it?
It's called The Neighborhood.
Oh,
or
yeah,
The Neighbors,
you know
or some shit like that on CBS, and it's just like that typical trope of like black guy is like black and white people living next door to each other, and like, you know.
I don't watch a lot of network television. It's been a while since I really watched something on network television that I sit down and I watch. The last show I think was Modern Family, which I really got into since it started, you know, in 2009. But I like Blackish. That's my second. That's after
Blackish. I'm into.
Yeah.
Blackish. And recently I got into Z-Way. Have you seen Z-Way on Showtime?
No.
Homegirl's hilarious.
She's like, too. I don't know.
She's hilarious. Like, aside from Jesus and Mero, I would say like that's one of the comedy shows that I like specifically always look for to watch. Z-Way, Z-I-W-E. And I think it was only like a 6 episode season, like first season or something like that. But it's really good. I find it hilarious because she just asks all these people, like, to get people into very uncomfortable positions. So like their answer is always going to be problematic no matter what it is. Like, even though no matter what they say, their answer is still going to be problematic. And I don't know, for me, it's hilarious. And then she always has like a nice little like commercial in there, and then like a song or something that's about some like real serious issue that like you wouldn't imagine. So I like what she's bringing, you know, what she's bringing.
Yeah. I mean, I used to watch Sunday night television, like HBO and Showtime, but the shows I haven't really gotten that deep into them. But I was all into that Sunday night stuff. It's just hard. I don't know. There's so much content out there.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting. I mean, I see everything, you know. I see everything. If it's good, I watch it. I love watching movies. I'm constantly watching movies at very late at night when I come home or early in the morning. My family's been away now for a couple of days, so I've been catching up on some movies, and that's always a lot of fun, you know. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying.
It's all right. It's a podcast. We ain't got no script. It's a podcast. We ain't got no theme song, and apparently ain't got no co-host either right now. But we were live with Vero. Big lies in the building. So, you know, now that it's official, do you believe that it's officially over, the pandemic?
No, the people that aren't vaccinated are still going to hospitals and getting sick and stuff. So I got vaccinated. I didn't fuck around. I mean, I did fuck around over the summer and fall doing things I probably shouldn't have been doing. Luckily, I didn't get sick. And the second that vaccine became available, I got it. And yeah, I've been kind of like loosey-goosey ever since I got the vaccine. Like, I don't wear my mask unless someone tells me to wear my mask.
Wow, you just out here like...
No, I was all into it at first. Like, yeah, we got it. But then after I got the vaccine, I immediately stopped wearing the mask outside, walking around. I was like, there's no one near me. And once everyone started getting the vaccine, you start talking, did you get it? Yeah. Did you get it? Yeah. Then you start getting more comfortable. But towards the motherfuckers that still wear the mask, those motherfuckers haven't gotten the vaccine.
Well, I have not gotten a vaccine yet, so I still wear a mask. But also, it's kind of a lifestyle at this point. Like, I've invested in the mask game. You know what I mean? I was out there with, like, I had flowers and, like, design shit. So, like, now I've got a mask collection. It's like, yo, I'm just supposed to sit here and look at it by myself? Nah, chill, bro. Like, y'all getting these mask fashion.
Yo!
Mask fashion.
Hey!
Look at this guy with the Islanders jersey.
The original anti-vaxxer,
Yeah.
anti-masker.
I'm back, baby.
Finally back. Oh, he broke me.
Yeah.
You got it. Look at that. Tampa Bay Lightning gonna beat up on the Long Island team.
I can't hear this nigga.
No, I can't hear
You can't hear me?
Turn this nigga up.
He is up. That's the shit about fucking iPhone.
Turn me up.
About iMac.
They sound technology is crazy.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
We can sort of hear you, but we also sort of can't hear you. It's the whole thing.
I'm going straight into the thing. I don't have it. I could get some headphones on, but usually this works.
No, it's not you.
It's not you. It's black ass laptop. I mean desktop. You know, I be trying with it, but
now that O'Hene's here, I gotta tell you what happened to me last night. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Last night, I'm chilling in my living room upstairs, right? I got the backyard door open. It's kind of late. I'm watching TV. Yo, I hear like a cat fight right outside my backyard. Like a commotion. Ow! Ow! I get up. The second I get up, I see one of my cats sprinting across the living room with this motherfucking strange cat chasing her. And I get up, I'm like, who the fuck are you, man? Get out of here. And the cat looked at me and took off. You know what happened last night?
So wait, your cat was dragging another cat through your house?
No, my cat looked like it got its ass kicked right out on the deck. And it ran for its life, and the motherfucker chased him inside the house. And I looked at him like, who the fuck are you, man? And the cat took off. The guy looked at me and went, later. Big straight cat. Big fucking man.
I'm not good right now. So, you know what I mean?
How you gonna tell me to roll?
I told you to roll into the podcast.
What?
Yo, tell your cat to do some exercise, work out. You know what I mean? Your cat.
Like big cat.
Oh, was it your big cat?
It was the little cat. Yo, that cat snuffed my cat, man.
That's crazy.
What's up, B?
I looked at him and I was like, who the fuck is it? It was like a strange. It was the first intruder of the house that we've had.
Oh, it's coming out the built-in speaker. That's why. Yeah, bring it out that other speaker.
Yo.
That's still the built-in speaker.
Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2.
Look at all my guys built-in speakers.
It's supposed to be all right. Yeah.
Testing 1 2.
He said that.
Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2.
Yeah. So yeah, but basically, man, I came back last week from Utah.
You were in Utah or something, no?
I was in Utah, yo, doing the Zion Comedy Festival.
Wow.
It was crazy out there.
That must be
Crazy. It was just so hot. It was just so hot though. And the altitude changed. So I got back here and I had went from Dallas to Utah to back here. And I slept for 3 days. I couldn't get up. Like my body was just jet lagged and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Your lungs were breathing and stuff.
Hell yeah.
Your lungs are working better here because I hear you can't breathe that well in those high altitudes up there.
That's what they say, you know what I mean? But I was also burning big hashish. We did smokes and jokes on a mountain.
Wow.
Son, the smokes and jokes out there.
In Utah?
In Utah.
I thought it's kind of a Mormon strict state.
It's Mormon. It's illegal still. So it felt old school illegal. Like we was out there in the woods, like, you know what I mean? But we had white people, black people, Asian people. We had people of all colors and creeds.
Damn.
Yo, son. Straight, gay. You said what?
That's a scary place.
It wasn't that scary.
Wow.
Like I was scared to go out there because last year I had went out there with my ex. You know what I mean? We had drove across the state with me and Steve too. Steve was there.
Yeah, I remember that, Francois.
So we had stopped, Francois. We stopped in Utah. You know what I mean? And after we stopped in Utah, that's when I met the lady who was doing the festival.
Nice.
Because I met her personally because I had done her festival online. She had an online festival of Val d'Oro. So I pop in. So when we come back, I already had the lay of the land. You feel me? It wasn't like I'm not gonna go out into like the middle of the sticks, Mormon, Utah by myself. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's a Dateline special.
Yeah. They definitely put me up in a nice hotel. They put me up in a true hotel. Hilton. Nice. It was a Hilton, you know what I mean? I was on the 4th floor, so it felt like the penthouse.
I'm sure Utah is beautiful. I mean, this country has beautiful.
It was just rocks.
Yeah. Did you see anything like that salt? What they do, when people go to the salt stuff, what is it called? The fucking, in Salt Lake City, obviously, I think it's that.
Nah, I went to Salt Lake City on the way back, but I was only like, for that, I never got out the airport.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah.
Texas, I don't leave the airport.
Yeah. Texas was good too.
Really?
Dallas was good. I did Hyenas Club in Dallas. Hyenas Comedy Club in Dallas. That was dope. Shout out to Hyenas.
Well,
I think
talking about Austin. You know, there's a lot of shit happening in Austin. I know the creek and the cave that was here. I hear it in the podcast. That opened in Austin, and I think Joe Rogan lives in Austin now. He does he? Podcast from there.
I know he does his podcast out of there. I know he lived out there.
I think he moved to Austin, but I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. But there's a big scene out there, man. It's an open carry state, bro, and I don't fuck with open carry states. It just.
Why not?
Yeah, man. I know. It's Texas is not for me, man. Not for
Why
me.
not? You don't like open carry?
Nah, man. Texas is big on trying to get rid of Obamacare too. So why give that state any fucking money? You know, that's fine.
Yeah. No, I get that.
Why, it's your money. Why give it to someone that wants to fuck over the rest of the country? Why would I do that?
Yeah, no, I get that. Utah is you don't need a license to conceal carry anymore.
I mean, Utah. I'm sure Utah's very conservative, especially with that big Mormon population they have there. But
everybody got guns.
Texas stands out because of a lot of their bullshit. But good for the people in Austin. I know every time I hear about Texas, I hear that Austin is another world compared to Texas. You know, like it's the People's Republic of Austin compared to the whole outside of that. So, but besides, I mean, I didn't like. There's a lot of states like, hey, let's go to Mississippi. Nah, I don't want to go to Mississippi.
Yeah. Yo, I've been to, I don't know about Mississippi, but Missouri's, and I was surprised by like Illinois, like the sticks in Illinois. They very.
Well, yeah. Well, Chicago. I will go to St. Louis. I will go to Reggie Fitzgerald. Some out there.
Yeah, they want us there though. They want us there though. In those little sticky towns.
Yeah.
Like we be scared of shit. They want us there. They never had that shit. St. George. I was doing all shtick about Utah. I did all Utah shit since
they're crazy with the alcohol in Utah, man. It's a dry state, no, something like that.
they have a state liquor store. So in each town, there's one liquor store.
God damn it.
And it's up on a hill. And you gotta drive up on the hill.
That's
it's crazy. Yeah, it's
crazy.
crazy.
Man, that's crazy, bro.
You gotta buy what's it? You gotta buy I actually understood our liquor laws here. You had to buy one meal or one appetizer for every 2 drinks.
Over there?
Yeah, over there. Every 2 drinks or per hour. So you could only have 2 drinks per hour by law.
Damn. That's America.
But this is America, but there's a lot of, I don't want to say non-law abiding citizens, but there are people out there who are freely expressing themselves in the way in which they should as Americans.
Good.
You know what I mean? And I think it comes down to the fact that everybody got guns. And, you know, the police want to go home just like everybody else.
Especially fucking here. You don't like it, you're going to have to move.
Hell yeah, for sure.
Get used to it. You know, we own property here. Like, hey, get the fuck out of here. Go buy somewhere else, man. Yeah. The second it became legal in New York, it changed the whole game. You know?
Yeah. You just everywhere.
But I'm still like, I don't like, I used to smoke a lot of cigarettes and I stopped smoking cigarettes. So I don't like the smell of cigarettes. I can understand how people feel. I'm not going to be a jerk and be out of my backyard, you know, in my freaking underwear smoking hay. But late at night, I'll open the door and stuff. Something I didn't used to do before, I do now. I'm a little more relaxed.
Just a little more liberal.
But, you know, like I'm not going to, if a neighbor complains to me, I'm just going to laugh in the neighbor's face. That's basically what I'm going to do, you know? Like, hey, go ahead, call the cops, what they say. They can laugh in your face too.
So what's popular for the night? You got shows tonight?
My wife is done. I'm staying home. My wife is on her way from upstate, so she'll be home. That's a 2-hour drive, more than a 2-hour drive. So I got to be here to help her with the kids and stuff. But tomorrow I'm gonna probably do 2 shows. That little show in the park in Astoria. I'm gonna show up if you want to come by, do some time there, and then I'm gonna roll over to your show and crash that motherfucker.
How you gonna tell me you're gonna crash my show, motherfucker?
Just in case it's quiet, I'll go up and
Nah, it ain't gonna be quiet tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be packed, but you know what I mean. Like, come up, pull up. I could probably put you in.
Don't get me probably here on fucking public television, whatever this is. I'm going. No. Yo, put me up.
Yeah. God
damn. In a lot of places. I can't say that anywhere. This is the only place.
Yeah.
Can you put me up?
Yeah. Hey man, could you put me up just one time, man?
Like, who the fuck are you? I'm a nobody. I'm sorry. I'm leaving. My apologies, sir.
Yeah. No, yo, I got that attitude though from like fucking when I was out in Cali. It both humbled me and emblazoned me, you know, because I got into some dope spots real easily.
That's great.
But I also bombed and got bumped in some dope spots very easily.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
B&B, booked and bombed, or bombed and booked, whatever.
Yeah, it's a slippery road too, because the promoter out here.
You know?
You said what?
How hard it is here to get good spots in good places. You know, you got the best of the best. I mean, you got a lot of great ones out there, but here, you're lucky you get, you know, it's a grind, man. It's a grind, especially now that it reopened. You gotta get what you can, you know. We're trying to get better, trying to move up, you know.
I'm definitely lucky I'm 6'3", so and you know what I mean. I smile a lot because the booker was like, "Yo, I really like your smile. I like, you know, your presence and shit like that. You just gotta like keep coming with jokes." So she brought me back and put me on another show at the Comedy Store. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah, because I had rolled through. I think it was it's the Anthony spot in. I think it's the J spot in Cali. You would think that was a Jewish place too, but it's It's black for sure. Jay Anthony is his comedy club.
Wow, and, man, that's huge, man.
Yeah, so it was cool. Michelle Murdoch, I always shout out Michelle Murdoch for giving me my big LA sort of, but then I got to LA to the Comedy Store. Fucking Mark Maron.
Humble City.
Bumped. What's the guy with the white guy with the mullet? He's like a
Theo Von?
Like huh?
Theo Von?
Vaughn. Bumped. By the time I'm looking up, it's like I brought 6 people out. It's 1:30 in the morning.
That seems about right.
You know what I mean? Most of my people left. There was like 1 person left. And
I'll take it.
you,
Take a picture of me at the store. Well, you know what? It's funny because I listen to Mark Maron a lot. And people did that to him. People like Carlos Mencia would bump him and do like 2 hours. Even when he was headlining.
Yeah.
His name was up on the marquee and they bumped him. And he didn't.
Damn.
So it's rough out there. Yeah. I mean, it's, you know.
It humbled me.
Yeah, if I had a spot, let's say, at the Cellar, in comes Chris Rock or somebody, like, you know, Laz is not performing at the Cellar that night, you know. I'll see you next time. Be like, hey, thank you. Like, it's okay, thank you, of course, bye. You know, like, what are you gonna do? It is what it is.
Yeah. I feel that, but that shit motivated me because I want my name to be like that. I ain't like that shit. So it humbled me. It was like, humble me, you know what I mean? But I'm also like, I gotta work so hard now because I ain't like that feeling.
Remember, the cats that bumped you have been doing it for 25, 30 years, 20 years plus.
That's cool. I don't give a fuck.
You gotta give a fuck. If I'm doing something for 20 years and you're only doing it for a little while, I'm gonna be better than you.
But,
you know?
but again, that's why I said I want that to be me, so I know the work and the time it takes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've been at it. I've been at cracking jokes since a kid, but I've been at stand up for 6 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fucking punchline. That shit is hard. Like, yo, I performed on my first live show in front of a live audience, November 7th, 2017. 2 years before that, in 2015, I did my first open mic at the Eastville Comedy Club with HB Comedian, right? So from 2015 to 2017, I only did open mics. I had no concept of a show or anything like that. So in November of 2017, from 15, I did my first show, and then I stopped doing open mics gradually. And then I just started doing shows and looking to do whatever shows, club shows, bar shows, you know, anywhere to work on the craft in front of a real audience, because I didn't do that for 2 years. And I think for me, it was a good transition because the first 2 years I had like no illusions of having like a show or anything, you know, or being in front of an audience. I just wanted to learn. Maybe I was more scared of failing, right? So I wanted to be prepared and have a type 5. So it took me 2 years to put together a type 5, dude. 2 years. And it wasn't even type, it was a 5. And
it was a 5.
It was a 5. It wasn't tight at all. So, but it got me to where I am today, which is, you know, nowhere compared to the tier 1, tier 2 comedians. But I'm here, I'm working, I'm grinding with everyone, you know. And that's the only thing that we can fucking do is just get better. And what I was gonna say, so I'm not even thinking about like recording an album or anything like that. I don't even see that, you know, maybe in another 3 years, maybe my 10th year, but because it will be all the jokes from those first 10 years, obviously, you know, that's what you put in, and then you got to work on the whole new fucking thing. But I don't have those, like, you know, like those, I'm not misguided by those fucking ridiculous, unreachable goals. You know, like, oh, I'm gonna get in this business 2 years and I'm gonna fucking kill it. No, I mean, I've been doing it 20 years, 15 years, 20 years. That's, you know.
I respect that, but also for me, I was like, I come from music. And I come from a place of, I never wanted to have a deal as a musician. I just like being like a dirty hip hop underground. Like, I like that shit. That's just me. Like, I was into acting. People was like, acting's my gift. but I just loved music. You know, that's just how I still to this day I love music. And I'm way better at creating music now than I was before, but I just loved it so much. So I would always create my own platform for that.
Yep.
So when I was doing comedy, and I don't know if you know Yemi Afolabi, he's a comedian here. We always talk about this time when I went out to LA. I went to do Kick Ass, and we went to premiere. And I was just always a funny dude. And he was doing stand up. He was like, yo, you should try stand up. Because you're naturally funny, and I know it might take a little work to get what you have to get on stage. And at that time, I was like, nigga, I'm about to kill it, nigga. Hold on, B, I'm about to kill it. And I went to an open mic, and I died. I died so hard. I ate so much shit. I ate so much humble pie. And I loved it, though. And I was just like, yeah. Because I don't have to wait. I don't have to wait for... I could generate the laughs from right here. You know what I mean? So from there, when I got humbled at the Comedy Store, it was my time to come back to New York naturally. It wasn't like LA killed me and stuff like that. I didn't pop, I didn't die, or I didn't do bad. It was just I got a son, my time was up. So I came back to New York, and I was like, what I'm gonna do? So I started doing open mics, but my manager at the time was heavy into acting, and he did not want me to do comedy. And I was like, oh, I love comedy. I found my shit. So I was doing a fake name, doing open mics with a fake name. You know, we were like John Doe, Jeff Fresh, or some shit like that. You know, and so for maybe about a year, I just did open mics, blah blah blah. And when I would do my shows, my music shows, I try a couple of jokes, but wouldn't tell nobody, you know what I mean? Just see how the audience felt. They was rehearsed for me, but I tried to say it like nobody would guess, you know? And after a while, I'm like, okay, I could do this. We're going to throw a comedy show. So I had my boy Chris Carr. I don't know if you know, you remember my boy Chris Carr. I was like, yo, we did film, we did this, blah, blah, blah. Let's do a comedy event. So for a whole year, I did too many Thursdays. I based the show around the lunar calendar, and that year there was like 5 or 6 months with 5 Thursdays, and I just thought it was good. I was like, that's too many Thursdays, yo. So on the full moon of every month, I would throw on the Thursday full moon of every month, I would throw the fucking show.
Cool.
And I had some killers come through, but people at that time, it was like bar shows, comedy clubs, and that was really, you know what I mean? Bar shows, comedy clubs, open mics. I was like, nah, we're gonna be in the garage. We're gonna be in our friend's house. So I've been throwing these like 2-3 person shows. Like, I don't know who's gonna come out. I'm not really funny yet, but I'm gonna throw this show. Bring the people out. Too many Thursdays. And I had killers come through. Reg Jackson came through. I had JJ Matisse. And these are people who are also...
Oh, JJ for sure, yeah.
Yeah, they're also developing their craft. And I'm coming from a place where I'm throwing shows already. So my craft of throwing shows is pretty dope. But it's like having people take me serious as an overall artist. You know what I mean? Whether it's music or comedy I'm doing. So now I think I call this my 7th year because this is the year after the open mics. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's the year after the open mics. I started like, all right, we're gonna put on our own shows, do other shows. I studied at the UCB. I studied at the Pit, doing like improv and sketch because I wanted to, like, you know, build chops.
You're a freaking great actor, bro. There's no denying.
All right. Apparently, I'm not good enough. You know what I mean?
Because talking about you got crazy credits.
Yeah, but for me, the marker of it's like consistent work over time. You know what I mean? The work that I've done is sharp, and when I get it, I'm on point.
That's quality.
But I need that quality and quantity because my son can't eat just quality. You feel me?
But you got something big coming, though. I don't want to talk about it because I always do. But you got something big coming. When is that coming
Yeah,
out?
it's you know, we'll see again. We'll see how it hits the theaters.
Okay.
You know, and we'll see what it does for me. All of that stuff I've been telling my agent recently and my manager, they got mad at me, but I was like, yo, don't send me out no more unless it's something that actually works me out or it financially changes my life. If it's not those two things, don't fucking submit me. I could go get $1,000 myself. I don't
So you
need
want to
somebody
get
else
checked
to do.
out for like something that's gonna pop?
Yeah, I need something that's gonna make me look good. That's gonna make me, when somebody see it, they be like, I want to hire him for the next job. Not just, this made the show look good, and I just disappear as an actor. I'm this character actor that can blend in, and then 30 years down the road, they be like, oh, that's the nigga who did all. Nah, the nigga, I got to feed my kid now.
That's gonna happen to you this year.
So for me, I've been nurturing this stand-up bone and using my natural funny to like, all right, I do this shit as a business. So that's why I'm just speaking passionately because this is the podcast.
Of course.
I had a great day today. My son just graduated 8th grade.
Yeah, that's
He's
right.
now in high school. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that kindergarten love, boy.
Yeah, I got a kid in high school, so that to me just got me. It got me thinking. I was teary-eyed. I don't know about y'all, but when you see your kids hit that milestone, that shit make you teary-eyed like a motherfucker. I was in there like, you doing it, boy. You got, you know what I mean? You got the future ahead of you, boy. You know, but I'm working on it. It's making me what's it called? Reevaluate the steps that I've taken so far.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy I've fallen
I've
into
learned
this
to be a better dad, man. I wasn't the greatest dad in the world at first because I had them young, but now it's like it's all coming together, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I was 24 when I had my son. So I'm now learning. I just didn't have more kids in between that time, you know? So
yeah,
I was able to.
I did. Bang, bang. Bang, bang, habibi. I'm sorry. That's dope. Yeah, so technically, man, you could say that. I mean, if you're not counting open mic years, so I've literally been performing live for 4 years, bro. I haven't been in the game long. I mean, I just look old, but I'm good too. Maybe that's why, because I'm, not. But no, I'm kidding. But those 2 years were just preparation for the last 4 years. So I'm still expecting to grow. I mean, it took me, like I told you, 2 years to get 5 minutes. I mean, now it's been 6 years, and I'm comfortable enough to do 25 minutes, half hour, you know?
Yeah.
And if I got to stay on stage or somebody overdose or something, I'll stay on stage talking shit for another 15, maybe 45. You know what I'm saying? But I'm comfortable. Like, you'll ask, can you go out there and do 25, 20? No problem. I'll do it. Boom. I got that. Yeah. And that's 6 years for fucking 20 to 30 minutes. That's a lot of work, bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy, right? I mean, yo, if there are cats out there, like, if you've been doing it for 2 or 3 years, whatever, and you already got a half hour and a Netflix special, yo, that would be way too much to face. I feel like I'm gonna fail, like I'm not prepared. So I like to feel prepared. So I'm not thinking about an album. I'm just thinking about getting tighter, bro. Tighter. So the second this shit opened up, I stopped doing a lot of sketches and just worked on my comedy, worked on the acting. You know, we always talk about fucking my auditions and getting called back.
I think you as an actor is underrated. I feel like you have, like, if the right agent gets a hold of you, you can, like, you know what I mean? And that's also why I've been like, I'm writing shit for myself because I'm seeing that, looking at Flatbush misdemeanors.
Oh, Korea.
Look at that.
Yeah, Korea.
Look at that Black Lady sketch show. Looking at, what was the show on Netflix at the Astronomy Club?
Oh, Chanel Lee and Sam J, she's kicking that. You know that we have the same agency, right? I won't say which one, but I have exclusive agent just for on-camera commercial, and I have a freelance with them for print and model work. So I don't have anything for acting. All the acting shit I get on my own. The little bit that I've gotten, the commercial stuff I owe it to my agent. Yeah, you know, I've already booked 2 commercials, whatever. But like the little movie I did, I auditioned for that. And luckily, the pilot that I'm doing, since I know the writer and the creator, he wrote a part for me, which that's very rare that happens at this stage, So, but fuck it, I still would have auditioned for it. But I would like you said, a legit agent where I could get in front of those auditions for co-starring roles and feature roles and shit like that. That's tough, but you gotta work. You gotta, But the thing is, I don't want to leave my agency and go with a smaller agency. I want to be able to do it in my kind of transfer it in my agency. It's whatever. I don't know.
Time is linear, so I wouldn't think of your craft and time like as for how long you've done it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Sometimes you're ready to go to the next level, even when you're not ready. You know what I mean? Sometimes you have to learn on camera, or you have to what's the quote from the acting thing? Our job is to be to get good and to get seen, not necessarily in that order.
Yeah,
because sometimes you get seen, and people are like, this guy's terrible, but then over time you mature, and we see you enough, we see you mature into the artist that you're supposed to be. And it's whatever that producer is who can see that. Sometimes that's just the producer's job to see that and be like, yo, this person right here is gonna blow up. Or this person right here.
I like to be prepared. I'm always afraid of not being like, oh shit, like a pop quiz. I'm like, fuck, I wasn't like I like to, because I don't like, I've been taking now Meisner classes just to kind of see what that's about and sharpen up my skills that way, and then later on do the other two, method and whatever that is. But right now I'm concentrating on that, and it's tough, man.
Stanislavski.
I'm sorry?
Stanislavski.
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. Those
or Chekhov.
Three. So
Anton Chekhov.
Well, Anton, he wasn't. Yeah, Anton Chekhov was a little bit before them. These are the people that came here in the 1930s.
So you talking about Uta Hagen?
Yeah. Exactly. Those big three.
Yeah.
And
that was my college years, and I studied all that white material and never did a play at my school.
Well, you know what I've been saying lately? Say no to Shakespeare. Oh shit! I'm tired of Shakespeare shit.
I don't like Shakespeare sometimes because they try to force Shakespeare into a bubble. I'm
it's
like Shakespeare.
Man. Let's move on from Shakespeare, bro.
Well, let me update his shit. Let me change the iambic pentameter. Let me make it to the hood pentameter. Like let me change that rhythm. Stop trying to make.
That shouldn't be the bar for everyone. Shakespeare.
Yeah. Yeah. And definitely, and especially if you watch August Wilson. Have you ever?
I don't even know who that is.
August Wilson, you know him.
One of the most prolific black playwrights that have ever lived.
What did he write?
The whole fucking theater.
You know the movie Fences?
Yes.
That's based off of his play.
That's his play. Yes.
Yeah. Have you Ma Rainey Black Bottom?
Damn. Oh, yeah.
That's his play.
Oh, yes.
So I used to be in the Negro Ensemble Company, right? When I first came out of college. Because I was searching for like something black, because I had done all of this white work and never did a play. And I was just like, I came out and I was like, is this all that acting is? The fucking, you know what I mean? All of these old Greek myths and Shakespeare. And I went to England to study, you know what I mean? I did all of this shit to study all of these white playwrights and white writers. And I was like, I need something black. And and I came out, and it was the Negro Ensemble Company. The Negro Ensemble Company. And I was like, who? So they had Sam Jackson, Denzel Washington, Lawrence Fishburne. All of these actors had been through the Negro Ensemble Company. So I was like, I'm going to try to get into a play. You know what I mean? It's more And so people like Ruben Santiago Hudson, who did the screen adaptation of that play, he also went there and worked through there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Who was the play was here in New York? Who was the main actor in that play? It wasn't Denzel.
In Fences?
Yeah.
I would have to look in the book to see who's the first.
I remember that. That wasn't too long ago that Fences was out here on Broadway.
Fences?
Yeah, right? That was
Fences. I think Fences, because he had a. I want to Google this shit now. He had a whole litany, basically.
What I feel it was what's his name? The big chubby guy that was in that show Rock.
Charles S. Dutton.
Wasn't he in Fences?
He could have been. I can see that. But he would have been mad young.
Or was it James Earl Jones?
Also, little known fact, Charles S. Dutton went to jail for murder before he became an actor.
Yeah. A lot of people.
That's crazy. Hold on.
Yeah, he did. But he did his time.
He did his time.
I don't think it was murder. I think it was more like manslaughter or something.
Maybe it was. Who was the original actor in Fences?
I think it was James Earl Jones.
Here's information from Wikipedia.
Courtney B. Vance.
Oh, damn. Yeah. He's solid.
Courtney B. Vance. The original Broadway play was Courtney B. Vance.
Damn.
Who was also...
He's in Brooklyn Nine-Nine? No, I got the wrong guy.
No. Courtney B. Vance is Angela Bassett's husband.
Yes.
And he just played... he played Aretha Franklin's father in the version... Not the one that Jennifer Hudson got coming out. The one that's just with the English girl.
I think that was. He was in. Correct me if I'm wrong. He was in Office Party, right? Was it with? Fucking what's his name?
He played some kind of funny character.
Yeah, like he falls off the fucking stairs and hits like a shelf and hits the floor. Corny I know, solid. Deep voice. Yeah, I know him.
Yeah, he had no. I think you're thinking of the Allstate guy.
No, get out of here, man. That's the guy from Major
League. The Allstate guy plays God on Lucifer now.
Allstate guy is the fucking Cuban baseball player from Major League. That's who he is.
No, I remember that shit.
That's him.
Yeah. Pedro Serrano. Yeah.
But what fucking movie was it? Christmas Party?
No, I think it was because he broke off the ice sculpture. Courtney B. Vance, right, with the ice sculpture.
I know he fell off the fucking. There was a scene where he falls off and hits like this metal locker. I love physical comedy, and I thought it was hilarious. I still remember that.
This guy right here.
I can't see that well. He looks younger there.
He got a baldy. The preacher's wife.
He's been around.
Yeah, I want to shout out Courtney B. Vance. Courtney B. Vance is getting our Green Apple Award today.
Wow. Nice.
Yes, because Courtney B. Vance. Let me put that up here. Let's see here. Green Apple Award.
The last movie you mentioned from August Wilson that was adapted into a screenplay was the one that this guy was, what's his name, the one who passed away, Chadwick
Boseman, yeah. He also passed through the NEC for a little bit.
Wow, that's the shit.
NEC was crazy.
They gave it to Anthony Hopkins. Man, that motherfucker.
I was like, this guy is still alive. He can make it still. Like, you know what I mean?
He's always beating out Americans. He beat out Robert De Niro. He beat out fucking Chet, this motherfucker. What is that?
How does that sound?
That's a motorcycle.
Oh.
Crazy.
And you know that Chef Childs will be here. She must have like 56K modem or something. She got dial up. Look at you, frozen.
Yeah, she frozen like a motherfucker.
She like ding, ding, ding.
Sound like her internet farted and died.
You got mail. You got mail.
She using an AOL browser.
Are y'all fucking with me? Y'all talking about me?
You got Hotmail right now.
I don't know. I think it was O'Haney. He was ripping in you a little bit. Yo, who am I bumping tomorrow? When I show up, I want to go up 5 minutes later. That's funny.
You could tell Kevin Bourne. Kevin Bourne is hosting. I'm not even hosting tomorrow.
Kevin Bourne, that's my boy.
Now he hasn't been doing it for a long time. And he gets a lot of opportunities.
Yeah, because he's a good dude. He's hustling, he's working. I mean, you know how it is, man.
Very funny.
Yeah.
This business, it's if you're an asshole, you're not gonna get hired. Same thing in acting. If you could be a good actor, but you're in the audition room, you're an asshole. They don't want to hire you. They don't want to work with you.
Yeah, I understand that for sure.
You've seen them when you go to auditions.
I feel like plenty of assholes get hired.
They come in, they sign in,
They
like, hey, how you doing? I know you. Yeah, it's like talking to everyone. You're like, shut up, man.
Courtney B. Vance gets the Green Apple Award today, guys. Just so you know, Courtney B. Vance has the greenest apple. He's just been a black actor doing his thing. Wherever you guys are, Google Courtney B. Vance and see how much he's actually done.
I agree with that. Courtney B. Vance.
Yes.
Him and the Allstate guy.
Serrano.
Pedro Serrano.
Pedro Serrano.
Who knew Charlie Sheen would give people AIDS, though? Huh? Who knew that? Who knew that when they was watching that movie? They were like,
nobody's
Charlie
ever
Sheen.
mean to that
It's
nigga.
contagious.
Yeah.
So they say, I don't know. They say it's contagious.
You're contagious.
It's just, man, I love to talk to Ohaney because he's a dude that's been in front of the camera in big projects and big movies. And it's not every day that you can have candid conversations with someone like that gives their time. And then he's booking fucking shows, promoting shows, producing shows. It's crazy, dude. You're doing a lot for the community, Ohaney. But I'm telling you, did I tell you before he came on? If this movie makes it big, you ain't talking to nobody after this, bro. You're like, last who? I don't know that.
You don't understand the piece of the pie that I get, man. Until my name is number one on the call sheet, I get a regular slice of the pie. And a regular slice of the pie.
Man, you got fucking The Rock out there, bro. You gotta get rid of The Rock. He's number one. The Rock getting all the work. This motherfucker.
The Rock is tearing it up right now. It's him and Tyrese.
You know what I don't like to see? When I see like a well-established actor doing a commercial for like a medication, I'm like, motherfucker, man. Now you're gonna take over our little roles and shit. Like, goddamn.
They might need that guap.
Damn, I saw Mike. Remember that? I don't know his last name. He's a stand-up from Mike and Molly, big dude.
Yeah.
In the commercial the other day for some, glucose sugar thing, and I'm like, this motherfucker, you can't compete with that. They're gonna give him the commercial
every time.
Hell yeah.
Every time. Yo, it's been great. Laz Rivero.
I got the light.
We got the light. You have anything you want to shout out for the podcast? Like any of your social medias, any people, anybody?
Yes. Follow me on Instagram. Am I still here?
What the hell is this?
Follow me at Laz Rivero.
I don't know.
Wait a second. Go ahead. Try it again. Go ahead.
Motherfuckers, follow me on my Instagram account. It's at Laz Rivero. I don't say Rivero anymore. I'm saying Rivero now. Because that's the way it's pronounced. And if you can't pronounce it, fuck off then. Laz Rivero. At Laz
How you pronounce it?
Rivero. Laz Rivero. Not
It's
Rivero. Pronounce it correctly.
How the fuck you got the nerve talking about Oheaney? Every time I see you for the past year, you're like Oheaney. I'm like, who the fuck is that?
I don't say Oheaney. Who says Oheaney?
Who the fuck is Oheaney?
It's Oheaney. Oheaney.
It's because you're Spanish.
It's
because you're Spanish.
Tomorrow, I'll be in Astoria Park at Purple Park Comedy. I don't book that show. Mika Mo books that show.
Who books
Daniel
this?
Arez doesn't book that show. It's just Mika. Everyone hit up Mika on her DM. She's the one that's booking this show. I just show up sometimes, a host will do a set. Then I'm going to pass by your show Tomorrow's a holiday, so everyone's going to be in a good mood. And then I got a couple of shows coming up this week with Ish. I'm doing a private gig here in Bay Ridge. I'll be at the Pear next week. The usual, man, trying to get spots. I'll be filming a pilot this month called The Redeemables. Go look it up on IMDb. The Redeemables. That should be cool. You can look it up on IMDb if you want to do that right now and show the people, Haney.
How you spell that?
REEDEMABLES. Redeemables.
Redeemables.
You see it? Boom. And then just the Redeemables. That's okay. You try. And they just try and get better.
Hold on. Redeemables.
The Redeemables. Yep. The. Oh.
Hell's Redemption Trilogy.
What the hell's that?
A book by Grace McGinty.
No, it's called The Redeemables. That's okay.
TV series.
There you go. Hopefully.
Okay, Gregory Valchakis, Andrew Kelly and Laz Rivero.
Yes.
And Sarah Turkovich.
Yes. I have a lot of lines in the movie, in the pilot, and hopefully we'll get picked up, put some money in the pocket. Nice. Something.
I'm gonna give you that money dance. Money dance.
You know what I'm saying?
Money dance. Money dance.
We always hope for a lot of those good comedians out there, maybe they fix their legs or something, and we get more spots. That's always a good thing. Whatever.
Definitely. I'm looking for more green lights, less red lights.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Imagine there was a green light, just keep going. You look up, you're like, okay.
You're killing it. Just here's 4 more minutes. Just take this.
Keep going. You're like, all right, I got the green light.
Oh my God, I can't believe you're doing that.
Oh, look at this. There she is. Oh, look at all these cameras. Hey, Chef, thank you so much. I love taking that stuff home the last time we saw each other in person. That was very tasty, very nice. So are you going to be there tomorrow?
Be there tomorrow?
Yeah.
No, at the show.
That's over there on Unruly, right?
I'll be there, but I'll be there after, I'll be there late. I'll bring some cookies, though.
You got crumbs, girl, on your shirt. You got crumbs. This is TV. It's at Unruly tomorrow, right? Unruly? With Hillary?
200 Cooper Street. Unruly Collective.
Unruly Collective, 200 Cooper Street, people. Yo, anyway, man, thank you for having me, bro. You guys are dope.
Yo, appreciate you. Thank you, Laz.
I'll see you soon. Bye. Peace out. Have a good day.
Oh, shit. So, good show?
This is gonna be.
You know what I mean? You pulled a Utah on me. You was like, I'm gonna just leave. And I was like,
yo, I got these interns I gotta be feeding. You know, I gotta feed the interns.
Hey,
I believe in child labor, y'all. I believe in bring back child labor, okay? I believe in that shit.
14 years old is my son has a work permit now, so
he's not quite 14 yet. He's 13.
Okay.
So, you know, there's still that.
Mm-hmm.
And we're
so
legally I can't put him on the chart yet. Yeah, but you know, in 2 months. So for now, I had to feed the interns, you know what I mean? Make sure they know how to talk to the
audience. You get a college credit, though, like a high school credit.
Eventually, they're going to get some credit some way. Because we incorporated, baby. We legit. So you're going to get some credit somewhere down the line, you know, and have that nice, healthy retirement fund for his years of service to the cause. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
That's how you set your kids up for success.
Set them up.
Set them up good. So yeah, tomorrow Smokes and Jokes. I'm hosting at Project Parlor from 3 to 10. Spoke to Jokes and Unruly.
Where's Project Paula?
Myrtle and Nostrand. So Myrtle Avenue right off of Nostrand.
Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to swing through that, right?
Yeah, it's by Cookies. It's a whole bunch of bars on that block. Project Paula's been around for a minute, but it's being sponsored by Uncle Dearest. So shout out to them, the original whiskey makers. You know what I mean? That's the dude that taught Jack Daniels how to make fucking whiskey.
Uncle Jack.
You know what I mean? Uncle Dearest. And so now it's run by his like great granddaughter or some shit. And she just committed a $50 million fund to invest in Black and minority owned spirit companies, like liquor spirit companies. So like that's what's up. Like yo, who would you invest in? Like let's say Smokes and Jokes could put $50 million to the side. Who would you invest in?
I definitely would invest in you. I still want to see that cooking show.
Let's presume that I'm part of it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Presume that you're part of the Shabunga.
Yes.
I would definitely say Kevin Bourne. As just a comic.
Oh, that JJ.
As just a comic, or as like, what am I investing in? Like, I'm just like giving just a comic.
I don't know, like what? Yeah, like, or like a playwright or a rapper. Like it's just like, yo, this movement is a movement that I would put some money, a couple million into.
Oh yeah, I definitely would put. I think Kevin Bourne, Julio Diaz, and Talent Harris. They all have something to do with hoodie season, and they should work together more with like skits and shit like that.
Right.
Jay Harvin, so I would put money into that. I would definitely put money into Laz Rivero because he's just a nice dude and a hard worker and he's funny as shit. Just give him some money to do whatever he wanted to. I think he would come up with something. I wouldn't like try to steer that. I'm trying to think. I would definitely give Dory Dimples like her own platform. Like I think she deserves a platform. You know what I mean? Her Chanel Ali is like I think she already has a platform. So yeah. But you know, if I can get more money and get something out of that, you know what I mean? And just mix my money into money that's already being made.
Right.
That's good business.
I was good with
You know what I mean? Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. I hate to pick people that are all Black, but for right now, you know, I think Black people should.
Why? Like I feel like.
Well, I'm being a businessman, so because money green. So if I'm being a businessman, I gotta think like, you know.
Do you? I mean, okay, this is also my thing about it. Think about it. The way that the world was built off of nepotism, right? Of like white men putting their nephews in or their sons in it.
You see what that got us, though.
I do, except you know already that by investing in another Black person, like they automatically kind of have certain, I don't know, I feel like it's different. It would be different if Black people just invested in Black people off GP the same way white people did. Because like, oh, you my nephew, so I'm gonna hand you this company.
Of course I do that. Like,
you know?
I don't know about handing you the company, but I'm gonna put you through business school for free. And be smart about your decisions. You know what I mean?
Niggas always want to teach you something.
Yeah. Nigga, I ain't about to give you money for no reason. You goddamn.
Dog, all I want to do is, ratchet shit with my ratchet friends.
Exactly. Take your old ratchet ass to business school and learn how to spend your own money first.
I did that.
Well, yeah, if you did that, then yeah, you can get a job. But first learn how to spend your own money and shit when it comes to that.
I think there's more factors than just like spending.
Unless you're my son. If you're my son, then you can fuck up on the job as much as you want.
Really?
You my son? You my son, nigga. We gonna work it out.
I can't. You can't be embarrassed to be on the streets. Like you can't be out here claiming my name, attachment to me, and I do everything so spectacularly, and like we're fucking up all the time. Like,
well, you didn't from the start.
I don't know. Maybe
because if you did from the start, you wouldn't have a fuck up again. So because that's your job.
Is that necessarily true?
Yes, that's your job. Your job is to also raise a good kid. So if your kid's fucking up, that's a part of you slacking.
I don't know.
Although
as a woman, I just like I was watching this show, and a phrase popped up, and I feel like as a woman, I should fuck up. I haven't fucked up enough. You know what I mean?
Okay.
They haven't fucked up.
Who said that? What show was that?
Run the World.
They stole my joke.
Run the World.
Hold on.
Like, we should be fucking up.
No, hold on. No, you can't. Nah.
I'm telling you, it was like a whole scene. It was a whole scene.
Don't tell me
around women fucking up and
hold
how
on.
like men fuck up all the time.
Fuck up. You gotta fuck up. That's hold on.
You know what I mean? But like
Hold
women
on.
deserve to be fucking.
Hold on. Wait, give me a second, real quick. This can't be true.
Are you calling yourself?
No, I'm calling my man real quick.
Oh shit! It's a podcast first.
It's a podcast first. It's a podcast first.
It's a phone a friend.
I'm phoning a friend right now. God damn, you may not know this phone number. That's not the phone.
No, we don't answer no unknown numbers.
Let me see if you answer mine.
Fucking up.
This is. Let me see.
Yo, how was Utah? The rest of the tour.
Yo, Utah is crazy, B. Utah was crazy. I got back. I felt crazy though. I just had to. We'll see you Sunday. I got back and I just passed out because it was so hot in Utah and the altitude was so crazy. But they loved me out there, or they at least act like they loved me, so it was good enough.
They pretend to fuck with you.
Yeah, my jokes was good enough.
Right.
You know,
Bad.
I did. Oh, hold on, that's my man right here.
Daniel.
Yo, Dave. Yo. Hello, can you hear me? This is a penny nigga. This is a penny nigga. Don't give me the work voice. Don't give me the what up, baby? Yeah. Yo, hold on. Shit, nigga. Oh shit. Hold on, damn.
So what are you calling to ask you?
Hold on. Yeah, my fault. I'm about to put you on speaker, all right? We on the podcast right now.
Podcast! We ain't gonna be so.
All right. Look, now, I want what after your relationship, what you got to do? What do you have to do?
Explain to me what you say.
What's the joke we was making, right? If you were God, you can't go to the left, you can't go to the right, you got to go where?
Oh, if you're a God, you can't go to the left, you can't go to the right.
After when I say it, I'm gonna just say it.
Yeah.
And tell me if we did not create this joke. You gotta fuck up.
Always 1,000%.
You can't go down.
You gotta fuck up.
You got to fuck up.
You got to fuck up.
Now you remember we said that, right?
Yes, I remember what you said. Yeah.
So now apparently on the show on BET.
It's not on BET. I think it's on Showtime.
It's on Showtime?
I think so. It's called Run the World.
Called Run the World.
It's like a black Sex in the City.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Okay, I got you.
Right. Girls Run the World, and there's a scene where these women are discussing fucking up, how women deserve to fuck up. And it's not like, it's like we deserve to fuck above us. You know what I mean? Like, fuck our way to the top. Like, what's wrong with that? Like, so we deserve to fuck up. What do the dudes do?
Now, all I'm saying is, D, if we ain't on the post, baby, this has been, I've known you a while now. They jacking a lot of ideas. Is my phone tapped, D?
Hey, listen, I'll tell you right now, that fuck up. I remember when it happened, and we were talking about it.
Yes.
It was in LA.
Yes.
Yeah, we've been talking about this and bringing it out, and I spread it out in the conversation. Oh, right, I spread it out in the conversation as well as everything else. So,
Yeah.
It's our swag is being co-opted.
Yes. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't bugging. I had to call up during the podcast to make sure, because it's getting crazy. No, I didn't tell you that.
I never remember that joke.
Yes.
So this is not the first time somebody stole your joke. What's the other joke?
The joke I showed you the video when they tried to steal my joke on that TV show.
Oh, there we go.
It was like a cartoon TV show, and I did a side-by-side analysis of my joke and the joke they stole.
Okay.
I even talked to Roy Wood Jr. He was like, they're gonna claim it's called I can't remember what it's called. It's parallel thought.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey,
y'all have similar ideas.
This is Joy Sanchez. Right?
This is Joy Lava Ding Dong Sanchez. I'm a Gemini too, yes.
Yo, happy birthday, good brother. Can we sing to you real quick before you go? Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. You can't go get it. Happy birthday. It's the black bar. Hey. Happy. Oh, good brother, man. I love you, good brother. Have a good birthday.
Woo! Alright, peace, man.
Yeah. So I ain't gonna say who that is, but look.
Wow, they out here.
They
really out here.
I feel like my phone is being tapped. I don't even want to talk about it. He know that they had a company in LA had the nerve to make a clothing company called Harlemriveryachtclub.
That's man. Listen, all I do is cut the check, bro.
Just cut the check.
Just cut the check.
That's it.
Y'all don't understand why it's so hard for people to just cut the check.
They make it so difficult.
So hard. It could just be so simple.
Well, anyway, this has been the end of the podcast. Do we have any topics you want to talk about real quick?
No, we did already. I talked about, we talked about how New York made this huge deal with the fireworks over officially being the end of COVID. Now that 70% of New Yorkers over the age of 18 are vaccinated.
Vaccinated,
at least halfway. Not fully vaccinated, but at least halfway. So technically it's over, right?
Yeah, we got
I want what else did I talk about? We talked about a lot of shit. We talked about TV, what we're watching, what we're into, things that deserve a second look. The whole the excitement behind Hulu and Netflix, they'll buy anything. You know what I'm saying? Like they worse than the CW right now. Like,
I'm trying to get something on. You better not talk shit.
Look, I ain't talking shit. I'm just expressing my extreme gratitude. Nah, I'm really grateful for that because you know what? I've never seen more black shit in my whole life. Like especially like documentary wise. Like there's so many great documentaries. Like about this really good one about Quincy Jones, about
Netflix?
Who's the guy that Dapper Dan? They did this really deep. I didn't even know his shit was like that deep. Like
Gucci jacked his shit.
Yeah. So
that's Harlem, baby.
Just like
they always try to steal from Harlem.
Always trying to steal from Harlem. But Harlem get it back. You know what I mean? Just shake it up. They get it back.
Get it back.
You know what I mean? I'm from Brooklyn. My daddy from Harlem. I live in Harlem sometimes. Sometimes.
When I need to.
Yeah, exactly. I'm good on any hood. Any MLK Boulevard. Good. That was really. I mean, it wasn't a lot of topics this week because I thought we would have a bunch of comics here to do a show. We sold a couple tickets, so I'm gonna just hang out for a little bit. We got this dope DJ, TK downstairs. Shout out to Wolfside Productions. He's on that team. Provided some really dope sounds. We just had nice deep reggae cuts happening downstairs. I just made some bacon ass, crispy ass chicken in my new deep fryer, so I'm really excited for that. And then we're gonna head over to I'm really ready to think so it's good. There was a lot going on in the world today, but I just before we leave, how do you feel about this whole Juneteenth thing?
What about it?
I'm wondering if this is gonna fuel a second wave of social involvement or social protest just because of the gaslighting of it all. How are you gonna give us a federal holiday but not sign an anti-lynching bill? You know what I mean? It's just it's like, yo, here, I made you this piece of chicken. You know what I mean? You know, like, that's what America's doing right now. I feel like, and there's a lot of people that out here, like, really, really just not letting them forget it. So, like, I wonder what that might fuel, if that's going to be, like, a thing, or people are going to let it go pretty soon.
I think America is built off of symbols and symbolism, so it's nothing. It's nothing. You're sick.
I'm not sick.
I'm telling you, I was out for 3 days, dog.
Why? I thought you were vaccinated. Jesus.
What? It wasn't COVID. I did not have COVID.
How you out for 3 days? What takes you?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I was just traveling. I don't know.
Shit, you over here with some Utah shit?
Yeah,
oh, man. I don't let the outbreak monkey in. Oh, Jesus, help me!
I was like, no, this shit is just, it's just regular guy. You know, you can't just fucking, but yeah, no, we're all slowly speeding toward that afterlife, so we gotta just face that. I think Juneteenth, again, America's symbols and symbolism. The flag is a symbol and symbolism. It means what we put on it. So I think it's just in line and on par with America's politics as usual of we'll fix a bullet wound with a Band-Aid, you know what I mean? Rather than sewing it up and giving time to heal. It could have been so much more money offered, but instead they're gonna kind of get discounts instead. And when Juneteenth falls on Black Friday, it's gonna be, and Black Friday is not even for Black people, which is fucking funny though. It's like,
oh no, it's an economic term.
Yeah, it's definitely an economic term, but people are like, oh, Black Friday is for Black. I'm like, why?
Here's a thought on that. Wait, here's a thought on that. Have you ever wondered why the positive economic term is Black and the negative economic term is red?
Yes, because red is a big warning sign.
I was gonna say because Black people spend all that money on this shit, like stop all the time.
You usually write in black, and then when you're in your era, it's red. You know what I mean? It's like, writing, and then
I still think it has to do with Black people.
Sure, create a joke about it. I'm there to like come to the workshop on Monday nights and workshop your joke before you head out to where you doing, Star Bar?
I would love to. Not this Monday night, because this Monday night I'm hosting at Star Bar. That's right. So we'll be starting at 7 o'clock sharp.
Sharpen those jokes.
Sharp, Negroes.
Gotta put the time in it.
I get it, but I'm the host this week. I'm the host this week.
What was the excuse last week?
Last week was just personal shit. Okay. I just wanted to chill.
So what's the next week?
Next week I'm there. Next week I'm there. Before I go to Star Bar.
You see that side look she gave me on the camera?
In 2
weeks we'll be like, well, next week. But I'm not hosting.
I promise I will not treat this like my gym membership. Like I will care and show up for this shit. Okay?
I will
show up and I will be engaged and I will utilize
I've been broken up with so much. I do not deal with promises. So thank you. Yo, this has been a podcast, another episode.
We ain't got no theme song.
I can swear this is episode like 37 or 38, but we're gonna go to 36.